Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Terry. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys and gals are all doing fantastic out there as per usual. So, granted this video might be kind of niche, I figured I would go ahead and let you all know how I fixed a problem I was having recently on stream for the last 4 or 5 months. And thanks to Elgato's brand new Wavelink software version 3, I finally found an actual solution to my problem here, okay? So, many of you may or may not know this, but I actually play music. I've been playing guitar since high school, and it's literally one of my favorite things to do in the world. And every once in a while, I like to actually play said music on stream. And that also involves me playing along with whatever I might be playing on Spotify, right? Well, unfortunately, there is some issue with that in relation to delay and how you have to actually capture that audio inside of OBS or, of course, Meld Studio. But for this example here, I'm going to be using OBS because I think a lot more people can relate to that there. Okay, so again, for OBS Studio here. Now, what I would normally do, right, is I would come in here, I would, let's see here, I would go add application audio, and then I would tell it to capture Spotify, and then I would have to add a delay onto it like that just to get everything working correctly, right? Well, the thing is that whenever you do that, you can't actually control the volume of Spotify with your Stream Deck because it's not tied to an audio channel on the Stream Deck. It's its own independent application capture inside of OBS Studio. So if I wanted to change the volume of Spotify, I couldn't do it on my Stream Deck. I would have to physically go to OBS and drag down the volume that way. Or, of course, with the Stream Deck plugin, I could do that with a hotkey on my Stream Deck. But if I were to change the volume in OBS, that wouldn't change the actual volume of Spotify that I was hearing in my headset, right? So then I thought, well, wait a minute here. Just, add Spotify to the music track here, to the music channel, and then just, go over here, go into settings, then go to audio, and then I would go ahead and just put in, where's it at here? Music mix with Elgato. Well, unfortunately, fam, it doesn't quite work like that. See, whenever you add an independent channel like that into OBS, you can adjust the volume, and you'll adjust the volume that you're monitoring, but it won't actually adjust the volume inside of OBS. The volume in OBS for that channel will always be maxed out, again, unless you go in here and you physically, like what I got on my music mix here, unless you physically, drag it down, right? So I thought to myself, there has got to be a better way to do this. Like there literally has to be a better way to do this, right? So I used my big brain here, right? Big brain time. And I was like, well, wait a minute. You know what? The only way I can use my Stream Deck to adjust volume on my Spotify in the music channel is when it's playing through my stream mix. So it has to be going through an actual mix to use the volume knobs to adjust the volume. And as you might see right here, thanks to Wavelink, version 3 here, you can have a ton of different virtual channels or mixes that you could set up. So what I did was I have a fourth mix here, right? It is my music mix. So I have Spotify inside of my music mix, and then I have that music mix as an actual audio input here inside of OBS Studio, right? So again, it's not the actual music channel, it is my music mix that I have, okay? Now, as you'll see, I'm gonna start up Spotify, but I'm gonna make a quick little cut right here so I can find something that's, of course, copyright free, okay? 1 second here.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
I'm gonna go ahead and
the storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
So I'm gonna go ahead and lower it, it, and as you can see, it actually works now. So this way here, I can in real time monitor the volume going to my headset and going out to stream in a way that allows me to adjust audio on the fly without needing to come back in here and, okay, well, shoot, guys, hang on. So now I have to come in here and adjust this volume and lower something else or whatever it might be, right? And because, of course, the Stream Deck Plus and XLR dock is not a full-on professional audio interface that you would see in a studio, there is going to be some delay on this, right? So what did I do to get around that? What I did, I'm going to go and pause this music now, guys. Sorry, like this is no copyright sound, but I want to make sure that I don't get copyrighted here or anything, okay? So what I did for all of this here is that I just went in here, and this was a lot of trial and error, but I found that around 65 milliseconds of delay on my music mix channel was the perfect amount of delay to offset the music to where I can actually play along with it in real time on stream. Because you got to remember here, okay, y'all, I'm hearing everything in real time in my headphones, but what you guys are hearing on stream, there is a teeny amount of delay with the audio, okay? So again, everything in my headset would sound nice and in sync, but in test recordings, without this 65 millisecond delay offset, there would be a delay from my playing versus what the music itself is doing. You know what I mean? So this way here, everything is nice and in sync. Now, like I said, y'all, I understand that this video might be a really niche video, but I mean, maybe you could apply the same principle to another type of audio that you want to capture. Just, you know, I mean, maybe you have a game console that you want separately in OBS, but you still want to monitor everything at one time, the way I just showed you how I do now, or maybe just something, maybe you want to do the same thing I just did with the music. Like, just whatever this might help you with, I hope it helps somebody else out there. It took me a few months to figure this out because there wasn't a way to actually do this with my Go XLR, but now that I switched back to a Stream Deck Plus and the XLR dock Mark II, I'm able to use the new Wavelength software to set this up the way I actually can use it on stream now, and it sounds beautiful. But hey, if this helps somebody out there, do me a favor, sound off down below. Love to hear you guys and gals' feedback as per usual. And once again, y'all, my name is Terry. Thanks a lot for coming by, and I'll see you guys and gals next time, okay, y'all? Happy streaming.